It is always a wondrous thing to watch as the children come in, and sometimes you can see such a difference because the child may start out not even being able to sit up on the horse. And then, you know, the next thing you know, you see them walking around, running to go get on their horse. And, you know, when they don't achieve those developmental milestones when they're really young, it's wonderful to have something that can help boost them along. It is so much more than pony rides for disabled children. It really is a true hippotherapy. You know, it really is a very true therapeutic experience, and you can see in a lot of cases progression. And in many cases for both therapeutic riding and hippotherapy, it's just the maintenance sometimes that you need to keep your muscles strong enough to not lose ground as well.
This program has meant so much to us as a family because we have horses at home, and my husband and I used to ride, and when Clay was born, all of that came to a stop because of his care and the needs that he has. So this has kind of allowed us to come to the horse park and be around horses and have a feeling for it, but it's all about him now, and watching his progression and the joy on his face when we walk in and he knows he's here, and just seeing how happy he is, how it helps him. And it's not your traditional physical therapy, which in the past we've had so much of. It's different, but so enjoyable to him and us as a family. The horses here, I can see the connection with the children. When my son gets off, he will take his nose down and want to touch Clay, and Clay will do the same. He will touch them, but there's just, they know, these children, it's like they know they need them, and they're helping them.
Well, before they ever come out here, we do evaluations at Cardinal Hill. So as a physical therapist, I'm looking at, depending on the client, how their balance is, what is their strength like, what's their range of motion. We look and see how they move, evaluate them, and then we look at the strength areas and the areas that we need to address and create goals with the client or the client's family. And we address those goals out here just like we would at the hospital. It's just a different environment. And hippotherapy is a different treatment strategy that we use. So once they get out here, we have already actually chosen the horse and the equipment that goes on the horse, and we choose the horse that's most suitable for the client and the equipment that's most suitable for the client. So we have to match those things up. And then once they're on the horse, well, we figure out how to get them on the horse, of course, and that's still part of the therapy. So we have therapy off and on the horse while they're out here, and part of that therapy is how do we get on the horse. For some kids, it's very easy. They're like, they see the horse, everybody's really motivated to get on the horse. Some of them are like, let me up there. You know, they don't know exactly how, but they know they're going to get on. And so their motor planning is a little bit of an issue, so we help them through that process. Some of them, they know exactly how to get on. And then once they get on, then a lot of times we're working on core stability, strength. That's kind of a common theme throughout our clients. So we look at those things, and then also how to get them off. And then how does that movement of the horse, which is our treatment at the time, how does that movement carry through to then everyday function? So once they get off the horse, are they walking better? Are they getting up and down from the floor better? Are they squatting better to pick up something off the floor, things like that?
We all recognize that in this program, horses are, they are a member of a team. They are just not their own entity. They are as important as the path instructors, as important as the therapist, and you know, they are the magic, they are the component of the magic that makes this program happen. Well, we are in our third year of this program, which we have named the Stables. And Stables is for middle school and high school students who have found for one reason or another that they're not a good match for their public high school, their normal public high school. So what we've started out here is just ways to incorporate and find their strengths and try to teach them based on the things that we have in our environment at this facility, in conjunction with our horses and with what, you know, natural talents the children have. The teachers at the stables and the staff at CKRH kind of work together with the students to find the best avenue to help with their hands-on, more hands-on oriented, activity-based learning instruction than just maybe the traditional classroom lecture kind of series. it gives life to a lot of things. And that's the piece that the horse adds to academics. But there's also that very non-judgmental, but in the moment reaction that horses bring. So when you come into this, and if you are an individual that comes into this very aggressively and somewhat boldly and jerks your horse around, eventually your horse is not going to listen to you. And you will then have to figure out, what is it that I'm doing? Or this horse is going to leave me totally frustrated because I'm accomplishing nothing. And the horse won't listen. So what is it, what am I doing that isn't right? And the horse will pretty much tell you and react to you. So it's just a different way of letting people know what's, your horse is backing up, putting its ears back. What are you doing in your personality that's causing that horse to do that? And so sometimes it makes you take a look at yourself. Horses, sometimes are just ideal, I want to say person because they're like a person, but the ideal person to sometimes just talk to, because they are very non-judgmental, and they seem to be very intuitive about when do they need to put their head out and kind of rub you, and when do they need to respond to where you're scratching them and kind of react to your overtures as well.
You get as much learning as you would get out of any high school, but you're more into what you're learning instead of just writing down a note and learning it. You want to learn it. Therapy, like therapeutic, because I had a little bit of a anger thing, but when I came here, the horses are just really calm. They teach you how to calm down and get to become happier in life. They're just calmer. So it's therapeutic for me.
It is the power of the horse. At this program, we've talked a lot about the physical disabilities and how that helps your core strength and maintaining your muscles. But really, there are all the mental health programs that go on out here that horses bring such a power to, and really help people find themselves.